Hey everyone! Well, we're here. We're back, and today we're doing another anti-MLM video, and the MLM we'll be talking about today is Scentsy. This is a team call video, which we all know and love so much on this channel, and this one has a theme, which we all love so much, and it is why you should make X amount of dollars each month in Scentsy, which is weird for someone to be telling you how much money you should make each month in your own business, right? It's supposed to be your own business, so you should have freedom to be able to do whatever you want, yet you have to be a part of these team calls and someone's telling you how much money you should aim to make each and every month. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really like it, please subscribe. Make sure to check out my description for all my fun links to my Patreon, my Poshmark, my social medias, and my anti-MLM playlists are always linked below. And with that very short intro out of the way, let's get started.
All right, so we're going to talk about, first of all, why you need to be doing 2,000 PRV a month. So for many of you, you know that 2,000 PRV a month is like that sweet spot. You know that is what you need to be working toward. Number one, you get a 5% bonus when you reach 2,000 PRV, for those of you who may not know. I'm so excited. We have 19 people on. Yay. But anyway, so you get $600 minimum. Okay, that's just from selling. That's just from 2,000 PRV. That's before any team bonuses, if you have a team. But $600 is a lot of money. I remember as a new consultant, I was doing 2,000 PRV every single month, and I didn't start recruiting until 4 months in. So I made, what, $2,400 in 4 months, in those first 4 months, and I didn't even have a team.
Weird how she's talking about, like, but when you get a team, you get extra bonuses, you get extra money. So the thing about Scentsy that I have come to find out is they push teams and how you make more money by being in a team. Like, Scentsy is one of the ones that pushes it so hard and makes it so obvious that to make a lot of money, you need a team, and they've said it before, basically. And for me personally, I think Scentsy has one of the most sellable products. I mean, it does have a consumable aspect to it, and I think people really like the wax warmers to change out for seasons. You know, it's not like they're pushing hair care products on you or diet supplements on you. You know, this one, I think the product is actually okay, and I kind of like it, but I just don't want to support MLMs, obviously, so I don't buy Scentsy products. I also do believe they are ridiculously overpriced, but it's an MLM, so that's going to come with the territory of an MLM, is the products are usually very much overpriced. But to me, the fact that they are an MLM that is so blatantly obvious that, like, yeah, to make a lot of money you need a team, when they have a product that I think is not the worst compared to, like, some other products in some other companies.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So if you're not shooting for 2,000 PRV, you definitely need to be shooting for 2,000 PRV. That is, like I said, the sweet spot. And if you're doing 2,000 PRV a month, every month, 24 people on, this is so exciting. I'm so glad that this is, I was afraid that this time wasn't going to be good, but it looks like it is. So, yeah, tag your teams if, or tag a friend so that more people will see this, because sometimes they just don't see when I go live.
Why would you, I understand tagging people who are in your team to, like, talk about stuff within the Scentsy business, so to speak. Why would you tag a friend? Why would someone who isn't in the company care about this? Unless you are trying to recruit them.
$100 a month on your own from your own sales, and you get a monthly sales award. So you get a charm or a pin, and then you get a paper award like this. So this is Shooting Star Trainer, but it looks like that. While we're on awards real quick, Shooting Star Trainer, a lot of people don't know about this award. This is an awesome award. So anytime you sponsor someone, personally sponsor someone who who earns Shooting Star, so 500 in their first 15 days. Anyone of your frontline who you personally sponsored. If they earn Shooting Star, you get this Shooting Star Training Award. You get this certificate, but you also get a charm or a pin, whatever you're signed up for, and you get a $25 product credit.
So if somebody joins your team and they sell $500, you get a reward for that? I mean, it's just so... I get it because I guess you are, I mean, essentially you could be training them, but you could just not be training them. And it was just something that they did on their own because they were told it was their own business. So they went out there and they sold. And then you get a credit for them doing the work. I mean, if that's not MLM, I don't know what is.
So that $25 product credit can be used any way you want. It can go toward PRV, which is what I try to use it for. It can go toward business supplies. I like to use it for product because I tend to use it for, and sometimes I use it for business supplies, but I like to use it for PRV because you're getting paid on that. So not only are you getting it for free with the product credit, but you're going to get paid commission on that. So I tend to use it for products that cannot be used, or that you can't use host rewards for. So like licensed products, LTOs that may come out, anything that you may need to promote to your customers, but you can't get it with host rewards. I tend to use it for that. So just a little tip there. But yeah, that 5%, if you're shooting for 2,000 PRV a month and 2 new recruits a month, it's called the 2x2 rule. And it's proven by tons of people, including myself, that if you do 2,000 PRV a month on average and 2 new recruits a month, you're going to get to a doctor or a lawyer salary, so a 6-figure salary, within 3 to 5 years.
Excuse me? Excuse me. This lady just said that, oh my God, all you have to do is sell $2,000 worth of product and or buy $2,000 worth of product a month and recruit 2 people a month for 3 to 5 years, and you make a doctor or a lawyer's salary. And it's been proven? Let's see how proven this is. Let's pull up the infamous, wonderful... No, it's famous. It's famous. It's not infamous. It's famous at this point. Income disclosure statement. Okay, so Scentsy's income disclosure statement is definitely different than most of the ones that are pulled up, and this one is from 2019. I could not find a 2021. I don't know if they released one for last year. Not too sure, but there are 2 groups. It says Group 1 consists of consultants who are with Scentsy for all of the 12 months, and Group 2 consists of consultants who are with Scentsy for less than 12 months. So we'll just focus on Group 1, which has 50,000 consultants. The minimum annual commissions that someone got was $121 in a year. The maximum that somebody got was $1,014,942. The average annual commission was $1,769. The median annual commission is $588. So it is absolutely all over the place. And I guess that is just for someone that was with Scentsy for all the year, but let's say that they are with Scentsy for 2 years, and I mean, I guess $1 million was an option in there, but I don't know. It just seems all over the place. The numbers are crazy, crazy high, and crazy, crazy low. But for 50,000 people and potentially only one of them made $1 million, and that the median is $588 in 1 year, and let's say they double that for their next year. Okay, 1,000. Let's say they double it for their 3rd year. Okay, 1,500 in 3 years. To me, I'm just throwing it out there. I don't think that is doctor or lawyer salary equivalent. But another thing I want to point out is that she said all you have to do is keep hitting 2,000 PRV a month, but increase your team. So each month get 2 people. So in 1 year you get 24 people, 2 years you get 48 people, and in 3 years you get, can I math? And in 3 years you get 72 people, and then you're making the equivalent of a doctor or a lawyer, but you're selling the same amount of product each month. It's not an equivalent of increasing how much you sell in product a month. It's increasing how many people are below you each month for you to reach numbers that don't exist and I guess have been maybe proven by like 2 people at the top. So I don't know how that's like, it's a proven thing that if you just do this, that is how it is. No. See, I mean, I told you with Scentsy, they really, really focus in and go hard on the team aspect.
Who wants that? Give me some hearts if you want a 6-figure salary. Trust me, it's awesome. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of sacrifice. It's going to take a lot of late nights. It's going to take a lot of early mornings. It's going to take a lot of sacrifice. But when you get to the point where I am and you are just like so free and you can hire help for things that you don't like to do or things that aren't income producing so that you can do the income producing things, and you can spend more time with your family because you have strict boundaries and you know you're not going to be on your phone after 5 p.m. and you know you don't have to do trainings at night.
But you should do that. Like, they kind of already promised that when you join the MLM is you get to set your time when you decide to work. But she's like, you work late nights, early mornings, you know, you're going to make sacrifices. But when you get to where I am, then you can finally be with your family. It's so crazy, the juxtaposition between watching an opportunity call, all the things they promise, all the things you can do, and then when you're physically in the MLM, they're like, so you're not doing that right. You actually need to be doing this. You need to be working more. You need to give up time with your family. You have to work so hard, so long. I mean, for 3 years, potentially, to eventually achieve what they told you in the opportunity call. And that's why a lot of people leave for a lot of different reasons. It's because they were not given the things that they were promised. They were not making money. They were giving up way too much time with their family when they were promised time with their family. It's what they wanted. It's why they started this. It's like, I can make a little bit of extra income and be with my family. That sounds great, but that's not at all what it is.
You don't have to do parties anymore at night. That is where my business has gotten to. This last month, I finally said, look, I've been doing this 6.5 years. I was talking with one of my mentors and I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm done working nights. I'm done. I don't work nights anymore. I did have to work nights a lot the first 7 months of COVID because Carson was out of school and he was here and he's an only child and he doesn't nap and he's 3. So that was fun. But, I was having to work nights and that's just what I had to do. I did what I had to do to get through that season. Got to be willing to pivot and adapt. But now we are in a good routine. I have worked 6.5 years doing 8 to 10 parties a month or more. I have worked 6.5 years doing Facebook parties after bed time. After he goes to bed, I've done my share of being so stressed out because I have a Facebook party and he won't go to sleep and he won't let my husband put him to sleep. And then like the other night he was sick. And so I had a Facebook party. I had to do it. And he woke up and wanted me. So I had to hold this almost 4-year-old on my hip while doing a Facebook party.
This is another thing is it should be it's your job. You can postpone the Facebook party. But it's weird because like they talk about you can put your family first and family is everything. If your son needs your attention, you can tell the people in the party, hey, I need to cancel it. It's my job. It's my business. I should be able to cancel if I want to. But instead, they have to come on and they have to look like, even when your son is acting up, like, look, I'm here. So they have to always be presenting and putting the business forward because the business truly is number one before family. Because if family was number one, she would have said like, hey, you know what's great about this business, you guys? My son wasn't wanting to go to sleep. He was wanting my attention. So I canceled the Facebook party and I told everyone, hey, we can do it on 3 days from now, next week, whatever the case may be, because it's my business and it's my time. But no, instead it's, yeah, I had to have him with me while I did this. That was something that could have been postponed, and you really could have shown, like, family comes first, this business is great for that. But no, it's never that. We never hear them postponing the business to deal with family stuff, because they are always putting the business first.
And like, it is what it is, but when you get to a certain point in your business, you don't have to do that anymore if you're doing the right thing. So we're going to talk about that. But you're going to...
Didn't she just say that she did it like the other night? So then she is still doing it. Unless I misunderstood. Maybe she was talking about like when she first started.
Have to do the parties, and you're going to have to do the things that involve sacrifice and losing a little bit of sleep, but you've still got to take care of yourself. That is the important part. If you
work late nights and early mornings, put the business, always think about business, always do these parties, always be planning ahead, but make sure to take care of yourself. Where is there time to take care of yourself? Because during the day, you're apparently taking care of your kids, and at night, you're focused on the business. Where is the taking care of yourself time? Where is that the pockets of your time? That's when you fit that into pockets of your time. Drinking some water, eating, that's where you fit that in.
If not, you're going to get so burnt out. And right now, especially if you're a newer consultant, this job is so fun that it doesn't feel like a job. It doesn't.
I know I keep pausing, but I don't know. I always say fun, like, whenever they talk about it being fun, I never get that sense of fun. Like, this job is so fun, you guys. We have so much fun. It's like they're just telling themselves that they're having fun, but they are definitely not having fun. Like, she just said, like, the word fun is even kind of fun to say. Like, and I love saying the word fun, and you guys like saying the word fun too. So, I don't know. They have taken the word fun and taken all the fun out of it. Because anyone that we see talk about this, they're just either blank faced when they talk about it, or they're just trying to convince themselves, like, yeah, this is fun. I'm having a lot of fun. It's a great job. I love it. You don't sound like you're having fun.
Feel like work. So it's so much fun, and that is what makes it so hard to have good boundaries in place and know that you can't work 24/7. And when your office is right in the next room, it's hard to not go in there and do something Scentsy. And when it doesn't feel like work and it's so enjoyable, it's hard to have those boundaries. But if you don't start now, eventually, when it turns into more of a business and you're running it like a business, it will start to run you. And I don't want that for any of you. Trust me.
Aren't they supposed to run the business like it is a business from day one? But then she's saying she doesn't want you to act like it is a business and treat it like a business. But it is a business. So it either is a business or it's not a business. I told you, they contradict themselves so much, all of them, all the time. This is a business. Don't treat it like a business. It's fun, but take it seriously. It's work. It's a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifice, but try to not sacrifice too much and put it down. Which one is it?
I went through it. I'm speaking from experience, so I'm telling you it's not fun. And it caused marital issues. I wasn't giving my husband the time he needed. Luckily, I figured out the boundaries thing pretty well before my son came.
At least she admitted to that. A lot of them, will say, like, this will make you and your family even stronger. But she realized she was putting everything into Scentsy, and it was ruining her marriage. Like, that's not good. I mean, really, I think she should have just quit Scentsy. If your marriage is being ruined because of an MLM, that's not a good sign.
And so, yeah, I mean, boundaries are so important, and delegate what you can. Like, if it is stressing you out to keep your house clean, delegate it to somebody. Pay your niece to come clean your house. $20. Maybe that's a little not enough. I don't know what you would pay your niece, but delegate the things. Ask for help. If you're one of those people like myself who hates to ask for help and you think that you can do all the things on your own, you've got to get out of that mindset. That is something that I have really had to work on over the years. Is number one, I had to realize that I could have control or growth in my business, not both. I can't control all the things. It's not up to me to control all the things. It's a group effort.
Yep. In your own business, it is a group effort in an MLM of how successful you are, because you are dependent on people below you to be hitting their numbers and recruiting so that they rank up, so that you rank up.
And sorry, somebody was calling me. I'm one person. So I need help from other people with things in my business, to include this team page, which is why I love the community we have in this team page. The fact that we are a give more than you take community, which is what Scentsy's all about. The fact that we contribute to this community and we don't just take. We share ideas. We share how we're working. We share the income producing things that we're doing. We answer each other's questions. We support one another. We lift each other up. That is so important, because imagine if just myself trying to run this team page and trying to run my personal business and trying to coach people that I need to coach and plan trainings. Like, it don't work like that. There's no way. So it is because of all of you that this team page is what it is. So that is something that I don't tell y'all enough, but I thank y'all from the bottom of my stressed out heart, the fact that y'all contribute the way you do to this page. That was my vision for this page for years, and it finally, it started coming together, and it's been amazing. So sometimes it just takes a lot of time, and that's okay. So with 2000 PRV, we went over why you want 2000 PRV. Another reason why you want 2000 PRV is annual sales award. So with annual sales award, you do need a little bit more than 2000 PRV. You need an average of 2500 PRV a month. But that annual sales award, let me tell you, is awesome. So you get a beautiful trophy, which y'all see all the time in the background of my videos, those up here. And then the gorgeous glass plaques that they send you as well.
I want to see your dog. I don't want to see your trophies. I want to see your dog. That's way more interesting.
But guess what else you get? $1,000 cash bonus. $1,000 cash bonus. So if you're earning that and annual mentor award every year, you're getting a minimum $1,350 cash bonus right in the middle of summer when you need it. Trust me. That cash bonus, if you haven't seen my video and Fired Up in February where I shared my story, that cash bonus saved us one summer when we were flat broke, didn't even know how we were going to eat. We didn't even know how we were at a truck stop, living on the road. My husband was a truck driver. And we literally had looked at each other and we were like, I don't know how we're going to buy dog food for these dogs because they were traveling with us. I don't know how we're going to eat. And then I check I get an email from Scentsy that says, your annual sales and annual mentor bonus has been deposited into your account. That saved us.
Okay, yeah, that is really good, but that's also very telling that if you were hitting these numbers, you were hitting these requirements, and you still were at a point where you and your husband are looking at her being like, we have no money to feed ourselves and our dogs, that's not good. And the only reason that you were just lucky that you were hitting these sales bonuses and that you got the bonus that you did, but you clearly you're not making great money to begin with if you are in a situation where you don't even know if you can eat. That's not good. You're working very, very hard. And you said there was sleepless nights and you were sacrificing a lot and your marriage was almost potentially ruined so that you could have no money and just be lucky that you got a bonus. I don't know. It's very, very telling when they say that. It's like, they're in the business and they're still suffering. Still. You're making this extra money each month where, I assume it was going towards bills and stuff, but like, you got into this business to make extra money so that you are no longer, I guess, financially struggling, but then you're still financially struggling and you don't expect other people to be financially struggling as well. So I don't know, because again, they make it seem like, oh, you just make $600 a month. Yeah, but you're having to spend a lot of that on the product, on the Scentsy wax cubes, on different wax formers, on different things to give as hostess rewards for the people that you do parties for, because you have to make those hostess kits yourself. You give them those free products yourself. Scentsy's not just sending you free stuff because you did a party. You have to pay for that and give it to the person. So it's more money out of your pocket.
So you need to be working toward those awards. Doing 2,000 PRV, 2,500 PRV a month is going to get you those awards. It's going to earn you incentives. If you're working toward the annual sales award every month and the annual mentor award, that's going to, if you're doing the things it takes to earn those awards, you're going to earn incentives also. Scentsy has those things in place to reward you for doing the correct behaviors in your business. So you've got to look at it that way, and you've got to have those goals written down, and you've got to be tracking those every single month. And the cool thing is, when you get into those habits of sponsoring minimum 2 people a month, helping them reach their promotions, selling 2,000 to 2,500 PRV a month, when you get into those habits, you're going to earn those awards every year.
Like, it's just a habit. Like, it's just something you just need to pick up. It's not something that people are actively trying to do. Actively trying to sell Scentsy and reach a 2,000 PRV goal, that's a pretty hefty goal to achieve. Trying to recruit 2 people a month, that's also a pretty hefty goal to achieve. And then you're hoping that those people stay also. So you're having to interact with not only people that are on your team, but constantly going out there to bring new people onto your team. So it's a lot. It's not just a habit that forms. Like, I don't know. It's kind of I think the wrong word to use. Like, it's a goal that they should be reaching for, not a habit. Like, you just recruit 2 people and sell $2,000 a month. You just make it a habit. It's like, you can be going out there and trying to recruit and doing parties, but if you aren't getting anyone to join and you aren't making any sales, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. You can be doing the habit of trying to achieve those goals each month, but if you're not achieving those goals, it's not you not making a habit of it because you were doing it. It's just the fact that people don't want to join and or people don't want to buy really expensive wax warmers. So there is, that hurdle in your way.
Because you're just already doing the things you're supposed to do, and you're going to earn those awards. Honestly, at the point I'm at now, I wouldn't even have to track those awards. I know that I'm going to earn them because I know what I need to be doing, and I'm going to do it no matter what. So that is how I've earned every single incentive trip that has ever been put out for me to earn. I earned level 4 of Disney World. It's like our 11th or 12th incentive trip. I don't even know at this point. And I've earned annual sales every single year except one. And I've earned annual mentor every single year. So you can do it if you do the right things and you don't focus on the things that don't matter. You got to focus on the things that matter.
Yes, please tell everyone what the things you need to focus on that matter are in their own business. It's like, you shouldn't be focusing on that. It's like, well, why are you telling me what to do? It's just constant. It's your business, but listen to me. Listen to your boss. I mean, she is the upline, so she is the boss, but yeah, you are your own CEO in the company that has a CEO that's making quite a bit of money.
That matter are conversations with people, building relationships, growing your contact list, which you need to be doing in some form every single day, parties, and join conversations. Everything else it can be delegated, it can be pushed to the side for a day, it can be hire an assistant to do it if you're at that point in your business. For a long time, I
know that she is clearly higher up in Scentsy, and she keeps saying, like, delegate the stuff and just pay people to do the things you don't want to do. But a lot of these people are not at the point in the MLM where they can hire outside help and to just say, like, oh, are you too stressed with the cleaning or with this? We'll hire someone to do it. It's like, I'm barely making $100 a month, and you want me to, and the answer is to pay somebody else to do, the housework for me? Like, that's not really helpful, in my opinion.
My assistant, she did all my customer mail outs. I literally paid her like $20 to do that. So she would label my catalogs, like all the things that are very time consuming that need to free me up to do the things like those things I just said, the conversations, the growing my business, that kind of stuff. Those are the basic things you need to be focused on. Making samples. I don't make my samples anymore because I need that time to do more income producing things. So,
like talking to people, talking to new people, recruiting people. So making the samples for other people to give out, to be like, this is my product. I mean, obviously, very loosely. But to me, that's more like, again, it's delegating any sort of creative outlet that you could have within an MLM. They basically just say, like, we don't need you to do that. Like, there's plenty of graphics on the Facebook group for you to use. There's, you should have somebody else be doing the samples, or just make your samples look like this so that you can be talking to people more. It's always constantly about getting out there and talking to people and telling them what a great opportunity it is. Anything that is creative, that gives you a sense of some joy in the MLM, no, that's not income producing. That's just unnecessary fluff in the business. And it's like, but it's what I want to do. I'm told this is my business, but I'm told that that is basically wrong and I should not be doing that. And it's just these mind things of, they tell you it's your own business. And we know it's not, because if it was your own business, you wouldn't have to sit on these calls and listen to these people. If it's your own business, do it your own way and you will make money however you want. I mean, I'm sure there are people out there that do that, but, they're the ones who maybe don't want to start a team, but then they'll be kind of bothered by their upline to get people to join. Like, don't you have a mom? Don't you have a sister? You're doing good in the sales department, but, you could be making a lot more money if you had a team.
samples are income producing when you're giving them out, when you're giving them to your customers or giving them to potential customers that you're going to follow.
How is giving out a sample for free income producing? I mean, I guess the idea can be income producing, but giving out a free sample is definitely not income producing.
With on those samples, that is when they're income producing, but making them or making flyers or making sample labels, that's not income producing in that moment. There you go. Crystal hired her 13-year-old to help with mail outs. You can hire somebody to help you, even if it's your husband, and you pay your husband.
What if someone is single and they had no friends and they joined this for the community and you're saying, well, just hire someone, you have to know someone? I hate that.
Dollars from your paycheck. Like, literally people do that. So the how for 2000 PRV. First of all, if you are at a place in your business where you are struggling to even get active, you need to have your first PRV goal set at 500. So, or 200 first, and then 500, and work your way up. Don't overwhelm yourself. Always stretch yourself with your goals, but don't set them so high that they are like so overwhelming and you're not ready for that yet. So you need to start at 500 PRV. 500 PRV is the minimum PRV amount to get paid at title or promote to a leadership title. You have to have minimum 500 PRV every single month, forever and ever, amen, if you want to be paid at your title once you promote to lead. To promote to lead, you need one active frontline, one personally sponsored person who is active, plus your 500 PRV, plus your group wholesale volume. So you gotta work toward at least 500. Once you get to 500, you can work toward 1,000. Once you get toward 1,000, you can work toward 1,500.
Didn't you say in the beginning, like, do 200, like, don't overwhelm yourself, but basically if you want to be paid, you have to do 500? So don't lower it for people if they're not allowed to do that, if that's not even an option on the table. Like, it's 500 or else.
Once you get to 1,500, you can reach 2,000 no problem. So you've just got to figure out how you're going to grow your business, how you're going to get in people's faces, how you're going to get testers under noses, how you're going to get samples in people's hands. And I'm going to tell you the easiest way is through parties. Because yes, you can organically grow. If you're killing it with social media and you're like getting out and meeting people every chance you get, your business is going to grow that way. It's going to grow organically. And if you're giving great customer service, word of mouth is huge and your business will grow organically. But if you're doing parties, you're going to get tons of new contacts at that one party. So in one night of a 30-minute Facebook party, you're going to get tons of customers, especially if you do like I was doing when I started to kind of transition into I'm trying to work smarter, not harder, trying to save as much time as possible, trying to work less nights. I was doing 2 parties in one. And so I would have 2 hosts in one party. They would each have their own shopping link. They would each invite their own people. I would just put them in a group text message and I would host coach them together. So you got to make sure that your host is passionate about the products and basically teach them to do your job. Whether you're doing Facebook party, bag party, whatever it is, text party. Yes, see? So Michelle, she said she used to spend so much time making flyers, those scent description flyers that so many people loved, took her days to finish. She said, sorry to those who missed them, but I decided I don't need to dedicate that much time to those things anymore. No, and you know what? If that's something you enjoy doing, you can work up to a point where you can do those. I used to do them too. I used to do the scent description flyers for every single Scentsy bar. So that because most of my customers aren't local, so if they wanted recommendations on a scent, I would send them that with the description. Now I just send them the freaking picture of the Scentsy bar, or I'll send them a link to the Scentsy bar on my website and they can read the description.
Yeah, but you're making it so much personal when you personally created something, and something that you feel like this sets you apart and this is something you created and you're giving to your customers instead of like, here, this is what it says. I don't know. It just lacks the personal touch. And that's what I like about small businesses is each and every one of them has a personal touch to them. And that's what makes them special. But in an MLM, they're all just employees. They're independent contractors. They're not even employees because they're not treated like employees. Because if they were, then they'd get at least somewhat of a base rate. They'd actually make money.
Yeah, I mean, it's very time consuming. But if that's something you enjoy, then God, my pits are sweating, y'all. Like it is hot right here. Let me take my slipper socks off because that is not helping. Like I need to put on some shorts. So anyway, flyers and things like that are so time consuming. If that's something you enjoy, then maybe you just need to get to a place where you can hire an assistant to help you with things, and then maybe you can do the flyers. But and
is that something you enjoy doing? Well, stop that because it's not income producing. It's only taking away time from things that you could be doing to make me money. Make you money. Make you money. It's all about making you money.
If you really enjoy making samples, but you don't have time to make them. Or if you really like to do mystery bags or whiff boxes of your own, like personal whiff boxes. If you like to do those things, but they're way too time consuming, you may have to just cut it out or delegate some things to where you can have the time to do those. You've got to work smart and you've got to stay focused on the basics because this business is so simple. It is so simple. It's not easy. It's not easy work. It's a lot of work. But it's so simple. Like there's only 3 things that you need to be focused on: customer care, customer care and building relationships, join conversations, and parties. That's it.
I think there's just 2 things. It's selling Scentsy because you need to sell the product so that it doesn't look like an illegal whatever that is. And recruiting, yeah. But make sure to talk about the products because otherwise then we look like this. We're not that.
You have to be focused on. So, yeah, and see, you've got to weigh those things. Like Michelle said, she loved making them, but they weren't serving her to be worth the time. Like I just said, I can just send them a link to the bar and say, here is a scent that I recommend, instead of having to spend hours or days making the flyer and then sending them the flyer, and, it's not necessary. So as much as I loved those and they were simple to use in the moment, I just don't have time for that and it stresses me out. So anything that stresses me out in my business, I'm either going to cut out or I'm going to delegate it to somebody else.
But I'm confused because you were saying that if somebody enjoys it, to still delegate it out. So it's delegate the things you don't want to do out and delegate the things that you like doing out, because the main thing of it all is make sure that you're talking to people. That's all it is. And it's just, I don't know, you just take out all the creativity and, like I said, the personal touch of owning your own business in an MLM. I mean, of course, I know it's not their own business, but there are aspects of it where they get a chance to maybe feel like it finally is their own unique thing and it's taken from them, and they're told, well, you're wasting your time. Why are you doing that? It's like, well, because I felt it was, it's what I wanted to do. Nope, can't do what you want to do.
Anything that doesn't bring me joy, I'm going to cut it out, or if it has to be done, I'm going to delegate it to someone else. I hate making samples. I'll be honest, I hate it. I used to like it. I don't now. I would prefer to coach someone and help them reach their goals all day long before I'm going to make some samples. So my assistant makes my samples. I hate doing these. I hate these. So my assistant does them. Just ask for help.
What if you hate reaching out to people and trying to recruit people? Can you delegate that out?
You're one person. You can't do everything. And if you want to do things well, you have to choose a few things and not try to do all the things. You got to focus on a few things, doing a few things well, because if not, you're going to be trying to do 15 things and you're not going to be doing them well. It's going to be mediocre. It's just not going to get you good results. So parties, the best way to work smarter, not harder. Get 10. Okay. So if you're doing back to what I was talking about, always get off subject. Y'all know I can talk all day. Sorry. But I'm not sorry, because I feel like y'all get a lot out of these. With parties, if you're having 2 hosts in one night, 30-minute party, if you're doing it correctly, you can get 20, 30, 40 new contacts. All of them may not order, but it's up to you to utilize those people that have come into that party and turn them into something. Get them into your text campaigns if you send out text campaigns. Get them into your email list if you send out emails. Get them into your VIP group if you have a VIP group. Get them friend requested. Friend request every single person that comes to your parties and get them following you so that you can start to build a relationship with them. They can start to get to know you and you can comment on their posts and engage with them.
See, this is exactly why you shouldn't do the nice thing for a friend. Like, can you just get a couple of your friends to come to the party? Like, they don't have to buy anything. Like, it's just, get them to come and see and, be a part of it. Yeah, there's always something more to that. It's like, well, make sure you keep those people, you talk to them, you be nice to them, you comment on their stuff, and then you remind them that they should join your game.
That is so important. If you're doing Facebook parties and you're not adding all those people, friend requesting them, starting to have conversations with them, learning about them, building a relationship with them, asking them if they want to host and get some free product because maybe they couldn't order, but they had some things that they really wanted. Ask them to share a bag party with their coworkers. Ask them to refer a friend. Ask them if they've thought about joining. Like, if you're not doing those things, you're doing yourself a disservice and you're really, really shorting yourself of what could be a lot of success in your business. So, and that's another reason why I do the giveaway form that I was showing y'all in our last call. Was that a call or was that just like a training that I did on this page? Or was that a leadership call? I don't even know. Everything blurs together. But I was showing y'all on something I did where I do a giveaway form and I post that in my Scentsy parties, and it's something that you could post like wherever. So, or you could send it out in an email, or that was a leadership call, I remember now. You could send it out in your email text, your email campaigns. You can send it out in your text alerts. Get people's contact info. I don't care if they've ordered or not. Get their contact info so that you can follow up with them. You can say, hey, I'd love to send you a couple samples if you want to try out some things. Send you a catalog or product list, whatever. I don't send catalogs to people who aren't customers yet. Like, I will send you a product list and I will send you like a rub and smell sheet, but I'm not sending you a catalog. Those things are too expensive, okay? But yeah, so, and yeah, a lot of them may not accept the friend request when you do it, and that's fine. Like, that's out of your control, but you got to do the things that are in
There's a lot of stuff in MLMs that are out of your control.
And that is trying to get them friended, trying to get their contact info, and
Did you say that's in your control? Hold on.
Fine, like, that's out of your control, but you got to do the things that are in your control, and that is trying to get them friended, trying to get their contact info.
I guess, yes, the things that are in your control are you going on to their Facebook page and saying, like, add friend. That is in your control. but them not talking to you at all is out of your control. So it's like, well, you should have done the things in your control, like add them and contact them. And it's like, clearly they don't want to talk to you. Like, it's really weird. It's like, okay, I joined a party and now you're like harassing me.
And yes, that's right, Michelle. It was the leadership call, but I did share that in here. That's right. I forgot that I shared it in here. But yeah, I mean, you've got to think of every single person you come into contact with as a potential customer or a recruit or a host.
Every single person you've ever come in contact with, every person you've ever known, think of them as just a customer or a recruit. That's all they are. Every single person. Come on.
So it's up to you to take advantage. You see people every day, whether it's on social media or in person. You see people every day, but are you utilizing those people to try and turn them into something? So think about that. Parties.
People who are actual small business owners don't need to harass their friends and family and strangers on the street in order to get their product out there. But in MLMs, you do.
Are the best way. I don't care if it's online. I don't care if it's text party. I don't care if it's bag party. You just got to host coach well. It's just consistency, being consistent in the conversations that you're having with your customers and looking out for their best interest in helping them get discounts through Scentsy Club and through parties. Personal shopping links. Huge! Personal shopping links. If they aren't in Scentsy Club and they don't want to do an actual party, set them up with a personal shopping link. Let them shop from their own party, because you can leave the party open up to 3 months. Let them shop from their own party and share their link with their friends so that they can accumulate host rewards.
That's pretty manipulative. Like, it's like you're kind of like giving them like a little taste of like, this is what it's like to like have your own business. It's like your own thing. It's that easy. Oh, MLMs and their manipulative ways.
I have customers that I leave a personal shopping link open for them all the time because they don't want to join, but they want to get free stuff, of course. Some of them even have Scentsy Club on top of it. So, and when they get ready, we close it out. We get them host rewards. And you can offer, that's another chance to offer a starter kit. So any party you close, you can offer a host exclusive kit, whether it's your own party or whether it's somebody else's party. You need to offer one every time you close a party. You need to make that a goal. So anyway, this is kind of like a 3-step process. Basically, parties and like building relationships, gaining new customers through however you can get the word out about your business, leads to building relationships with people, leads to Scentsy Club or joining. So Scentsy Club is like the gateway to getting new recruits, because if you have someone spending bukudoodles of money with you every single month, it does not make sense for them not to join. It just doesn't.
See, what a weird thing to say. Like, you have a customer who is loyal to you and is buying the product each month and they really love it. And then you're like, hey, that doesn't make sense. Why would you not join the business? That just doesn't make sense. So you're literally, again, you're turning your customer into competition. It's just such a weird thing that in no other business would you do that. Like, you just don't. You never want to turn your customers into your competition. I don't know, but in MLMs, it's like if you're spending a lot of money on the product anyway, it just makes more sense to be in the business.
Additional discounts by transferring that Scentsy Club order over to themselves. And they can get host rewards when they place regular orders, or if their friends need to order. If they are regularly a Scentsy Club subscriber, they need to be a team member. So keep that in mind. Those are the people who clearly love Scentsy enough to spend money on it every single month, and they need to be a consultant.
No, that doesn't make sense. Just because you love something and you buy a lot of it does not mean that you would be good selling it. Those two do not correlate. There are plenty of things that people absolutely love buying. There's people that love makeup. There's people that love cars. There's people that love watches. There's people that love literally everything. Doesn't mean they want to sell it.
I think that's all I have for y'all today. Offer a starter kit with every single party you close. Try and get your Scentsy Club subscribers in to join. You've just got to make people realize, Maggie Hensley said this on the Scentsy Club training with Scentsy, and she kills it with Scentsy Club. You've got to make them realize that it doesn't make sense for them not to be in Scentsy Club. And then you also have to make sure that they understand that it doesn't make sense for them not to be a consultant, even if they're doing it for their own discounts. 2,000 PRV a month, y'all, 2,000. And you will eventually get to the point where you're getting 2,000 PRV just from Scentsy Club. So at the beginning of the month, you know.
Well, it sounded like she's been in the business, I think she said, for 6 years, and she was, I don't know if I'm going to keep this in the video or not, so I'm so sorry because this video is long and I cut it up a lot, but she said that she only has, I think it was $400 specifically because of Scentsy Club for the month.
Scentsy Club is so important, y'all. I have 1,582 PRV this month, and it's the 10th of the month. A lot of that is Scentsy Club. A lot of it. So I have 420 PRV from Scentsy Club so far this month, and I still have a lot that are going to bill. I still have 7 that are going to bill. January, I don't have as many, so I have 19 orders shipping this month. Next month is 25, so January is just one of those kind of in-between months.
So she's saying you can easily get $2,000 a month via Scentsy Club, but she herself, who has been in the business for 6 years, doesn't have that. So what?
I got 2,000 PRV this month already because I have 2,000 in Scentsy Club orders billing. What can?
But she earlier said 400. Why? No.
In addition to that, to get more PRV. So now I'm able to set my PRV goals way higher, which is crazy because I used to do 8 to 10 parties a month, and I would set my goal at 2,000. And then Scentsy Club came around, and I have been able to set my goal way higher than 2,000, but I don't even have to party, like actually party. I still do parties in other forms. I do bag parties. I do text parties. I'm going to start doing the group message parties. I do personal shopping links. Those are all parties. So, but I'm able to set my goal way higher, but work less. So you've got to work smarter. Use Scentsy Club to your advantage. All those people that you know have subscriptions billing, that frees you up to do the things like follow-ups and the join conversations and gain new customers, build new relationships. That frees you up to do those things and grow your business exponentially. Like, take advantage of that, y'all. All right, well, I guess y'all don't have any questions. So I hope y'all got something out of this today. Drop your takeaways in the comments and do that with Fox Challenge. And start shooting for 2,000 PRV a month if you're not already. I love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your Wednesday. Bye.
Bye, Scentsy lady. You guys, I told you, I think at the beginning of this I said, there is something about Scentsy where they push the recruitment aspect so hard. I mean, all of them clearly do. I mean, any team call is just talking about recruitment, and hitting certain sales goals because I think it's better for people's upline, for people below to be hitting certain sales goals. So again, none of it, they play it off so much like they're doing it for the betterment of the team and that they care about you and they just want to see you successful. No, it's all for the upline. It's all for them to get more money when people below them are hitting certain sales goals. So if you're hitting $2,000 in sales, if like you have like 10 people doing that and recruiting more people who are doing that below you, you're set. You don't have to really do much. Oh, just this whole work smarter, not harder. And the work smarter is just get a bunch of people underneath you who are making a bunch of who are, hitting sales goals so that your commission team check is massive. So you don't have to do as much because the people below you are the ones doing everything. Because always, the ones at the bottom are the ones suffering, making no money, while the ones at the top are just hanging out, chilling, and trying to make it seem like everyone just isn't working hard enough and it's all their fault. Such great teamwork. Alright, you guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really, really liked it, please subscribe. And if you really, really, really liked it, hit that notification bell. Let's talk all things Scentsy in the comments below. And until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!